When you drive a Chevy, it's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Hey, welcome back to High School Game Day here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, presented by Liuna, Labor's Local 663, Building Missouri, and reminding us, hey, drive safely in those work zones. Those folks want to go home to their families as well. Also presented by the Bank of Billings. Bank of Billings established 1898, the oldest bank in Christian County. We go back to Braymer High School for the second time in the last couple of years for our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week segment. And we welcome the Braymer head football coach, Clayton Brown. Coach Brown, thanks so much for your time today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us on. Really appreciate it.
You bet. Coach, first off, let's talk a little bit about the season here as you head into districts. You're a one seed in your district. You get a bye. What do you feel like your team's doing really well right now?
Yeah, 9-0. They put together another good regular season. We're doing a lot of things well. Nothing as well as we'd like to. Obviously, it doesn't ever seem like, but offense has always been there. With Jordan, that things are pretty easy for the most part with the offense. Most of the time, we can score. So defense this year has been huge for us. We haven't kicked as many onside kicks, but we made some adjustments on defense. We do a little better job coaching it, honestly, and putting the kids in a more realistic position to be successful. So we're doing a better job from a coaching perspective with the defense and just what we're doing and what we're asking the kids to do. And really, we're playing well on both sides of the ball right now, doing a lot of really good things. We've always got things to work on, but really proud of the kids and the way that they're executing right now, especially going into the first round of districts, because now it's win or go home. So we've got to be on our game at this point.
Right, the one seat, so you get a bye. How are you going to spend your Friday night, and how familiar are you with the teams in your district?
Very familiar with the teams in our district. Not super familiar, I guess, with Santa Fe and Oric, but those are teams we've played in years past pretty recently. So we're pretty familiar with those guys. Oric, it seems like we saw them 2 or 3 times a year for the last few years, but we don't have them this year. Obviously Hardin, we saw them a few weeks ago, but it kind of depends on how everything shakes out and who all we see, over these next few weeks. But for the most part, we're pretty familiar. We're pretty familiar. They're pretty familiar with us, and we're going to have to execute and be ready to play. That's for sure.
Outstanding. Well, got a young man sitting there beside you, and the second time you guys have been on as part of our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Tell us a little bit about Jordan and how he's progressed over the last couple of seasons.
Definitely. So I've been coaching Jordan or helping coach Jordan at least since he was a freshman. He took over the reins his first day. He's been the starter ever since he stepped in to high school, pretty much for the most part. So we didn't throw the ball a lot early on. The first couple of games we were running the veer, doing some different stuff, and we put this stuff in, and kind of the rest is history. He's been rewriting the record books pretty much ever since then. I think now he's the all-time leading touchdown passes. As far as I know, no one has ever thrown more touchdown passes than him in high school football ever. So, that's a big deal in my opinion. I know it's 8-man football. Some people look down on it, but, I'm pretty familiar with the 11-man game, spent a lot of time in it, and I think pretty highly of the 8-man game now that I've gotten pretty familiar with it over the last 4 years. I think it's a great opportunity for kids, in small schools that, still get the same opportunities to play football, and it's still football. There's more scoring, which I like. I get kind of bored watching the 11-man stuff. Honestly, it seems like they go a whole half without scoring, and really, Jordan, he's an 11-man quarterback playing the 8-man game, and we run man beaters, and really for the most part, he does a great job executing and doing what we ask him. He understands how to be successful, what it takes to be successful, and ever since he stepped foot in high school, like I said, he's been the guy. He's been the leader of this team, and I don't think he's ever missed a weight session or anything like that. The kid puts in the hard work, and he's earned every bit of the recognition that he's got to this point.
Outstanding. Well, Jordan, how are you? And welcome to the show.
Good. How are you?
I am good. And first off, congratulations on your second Chevrolet Athlete of the Week award presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. And my first question, and I'm a mandated reporter now for the Highway Patrol. I've been doing this a lot of years. Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding. Well, Jordan, tell us a little bit. Number one, were you aware that you were approaching that national record? Coach says all time, this is a national record. This is not a Missouri record. This is a national record. Were you aware that you were approaching that number?
Yeah, I knew, but I didn't think too much of it. My goal was just go out there and win football games. I wasn't thinking too much of the record. I knew it was very possible to reach, so it wasn't on my mind in the game. I just wanted to win.
Do you remember the pass that you threw that broke the record?
Yes, I do. Actually, we were on about the 3-yard line, and our tight end Bowden Bills ran a little 5-yard out and caught it in the end zone. He was wide open.
Very good. Do you have like and don't tell me what they are, I'm not trying to give away any trade secrets, but do you have like plays that you really enjoy when they get called?
Yeah.
Is that something you're lobbying Coach Brown for? Hey, let's go run this. I mean,
probably all verts.
Yeah.
That's a favorite one. I think everybody likes that one though.
Yeah. And Jordan, going back to maybe your 6th, 7th grade year, have you always been the quarterback? Have you always been in that leadership role, or when did you take that over?
Yeah, I started playing quarterback actually my 6th grade year. My little brother, Jamison Haley, was the quarterback all through Pee Wee football. He's now our starting center and starting defensive tackle. But yeah, he played quarterback all the way to 6th grade year, and I took over 6th grade, and I've played quarterback since then.
Very good. If you could get in a time machine
Mm-hmm.
and go back to that 6th grader, that Jordan Haley as a 6th grader, and
Yeah.
give yourself some advice based on what you know now as a senior, what advice would you give that 6th grader, Jordan Haley?
Actually, I did not like the idea of me switching to quarterback in 6th grade. I was the running back, and I got the ball a lot, so I liked that. But when I switched, I wasn't a big fan of it. But when I switched, we started passing a lot more than we did, so I liked it. But yeah, one advice I'd give is just accept the role, and because it's obviously it's a lot of fun playing quarterback.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit off the air about your future.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what your plans are, and I know you've got a lot of football left this season.
Yeah.
To get to a state championship, but as you look forward, what are some of the goals that you have at the next level?
One goal is play somewhere for sure. No matter where it is, I just want to play college football. I want to get an opportunity to show people what I can do in 11-man.
And he most certainly can play at the 11-man level. So I know there's questions about that. There always is in the 8-man game. Can they play at the 11-man level? It's a lot different. But if you watch this kid spin it, he can play anywhere. So somebody out there having trouble moving the ball ought to give this kid a chance, in my opinion.
Jordan, any particular area of study, or what do you want to do with your future?
Yeah, I want to get a degree in physical education and become a coach at somewhere.
Very good. Who influenced that? Is that family, or is it former coaches that you've had that have maybe talked to you, hey, you need to be a coach?
Yeah, my family has always been my dad coached me all the way up through when I was younger, till 7th grade, till junior high. He was my coach. And yeah, Coach Brown being a coach, I just looked up to him too. A lot of people have told me that I help coach little kids basketball. Right now, I help coach little kids basketball. I help coach football. I help with the junior high football team this year a lot too. So I don't know. I just love doing it.
Outstanding. Well, Jordan, again, on behalf of Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks and the Missouri State Highway Patrol, congratulations for being a 2-time winner of the Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
Bet. Coach, you got a bye. How you spending your bye time?
We got practice tonight. We're gonna do a little scrimmaging, get some stuff in, but then I'm giving them tomorrow night off. Let them heal up and rest a little bit. Go enjoy their Friday night and be kids, and then we'll get back to work next week, just like usual on Monday with our film session and weights and everything, just like normal. So this week we're practicing still, but we're taking a couple days off. Letting them heal up and getting right before we get into districts next week, and we're full steam ahead.
Outstanding. Well, Coach, I appreciate you helping set this up. Congratulations on a tremendous season, and hopefully we'll get to visit with you here as you make your trek towards a state title.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot for having us. Really appreciate it.
You bet. You're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, and as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us, hey, take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. Back after this.
Thanks.
Located in the heart of Springfield on historic Walnut Street, just blocks away from the Missouri State campus, Hammonds Field, Great Southern Arena, and downtown Springfield. The Walnut Street Inn features newly remodeled rooms, breakfast served daily, and a friendly, accommodating staff. The Walnut Street Inn is also a great venue for private events. Book your stay or get more information at walnutstreetinn.com or call 417-864-6346.
Imagine a bank that goes where you go, creating seamless solutions for every step in your financial journey, allowing you to manage your money the way you want to, with a banking relationship that makes every day extraordinary. Imagine a world full of possibilities, always within reach. Central Bank. We do banking better.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.